It can be really tempting to persist with trying to get someone else to change. Something bugs us, or something presses our hot buttons on a regular basis. And it's like, we really need them to change. We really want them to change. Let's persist on encouraging them to change. And yet, the most empowered response, unless like we're being abused by someone or in some way, the most empowered response is actually to look to self and say, well, how can I change my response to how they are? How can I love them exactly as they are without requiring any change? How can I have ease in my own system when they're just being how they are? And that's a really empowered response, but it's also ownership about what's not working right now. We can always work on self. Someone may or may not be open to making some changes themselves. Very often, it's due to something in our own system anyway that we're having that response. It reminds us of something else. Look to self. That's where the empowered change can really happen. Maybe start with things like, what am I making this mean? Why am I digging in my heels? What are my alternative options in terms of responses, and how could I ease them into play? How might I be doing something similar to the very thing that I'm disliking in the other person's behavior? Very often it is the case, maybe just a different context with a different lens on it. We're doing something pretty similar anyway. Food for thought. We all do it, and it's an opportunity. When we find ourselves trying to get someone else to change, especially if they're not really open to that change and they're not seeing the same need to change, ask self, how might I handle this? How might I respond to this? How might I do something different inside and out in order to find a solution? What if they're perfect exactly as they are, with all their imperfections, because they're human, just like us? Have a little bit of a ponder over the coming days and weeks if you catch yourself thinking, I wish they would change in this way or that way. Have a great day.